Ever feel like your body's turned against you? You try to sleep, but the night breaks into pieces. You wake once, twice, sometimes 3 times. Not because you're thirsty, not because of noise, but because your bladder feels full. You get up, head to the loo, and stand there waiting. The stream is weak. The pressure is low. You finish, crawl back into bed, and minutes later, it feels like you need to go again. You lie awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong, wondering if this is just what getting older means. But deep down, you know it's more than age. Something's happening inside, something you don't talk about, something that makes you feel older than you should. And it's not only at night. During the day, you feel drained. Doesn't matter how early you go to bed, doesn't matter how much tea or coffee you pour, you wake up tired. You drag yourself through work. Heavy eyes, heavy shoulders. Energy feels like a memory. And then comes the fear. The thought you don't say out loud. What if trying to feel energized makes your prostate worse? You've read about it online. You've heard the stories. Boost testosterone, boost drive, but risk inflammation, risk pain, risk more loo trips. It feels like you're stuck. On one side, fatigue. On the other, fear. And right in the middle, you. I know that place. I know what it's like to sit in front of the GP, embarrassed to admit the truth. To say you're up half the night. To say you can't get through a day without running to the loo. To say intimacy feels far away because you're too tired, too distracted by discomfort, too worried your body's given up on you. It crushes your confidence, makes you question who you are. You start to wonder if this is it now. Always tired, always cautious, always worried. You see other blokes your age with energy, still sharp, still living. And you ask yourself, why not me? But here's what most don't tell you. Energy doesn't have to mean danger. Vitality doesn't have to stir up inflammation. It's not a trade-off. You don't have to pick between your prostate and your spark. There are ways, natural ways, smarter ways, to feel alive again without making things worse. I found that out after years of worry. I thought more energy meant more trouble. I thought every step forward would cost me later. But I was wrong. What I discovered showed me my body wasn't broken. It just needed balance. It needed the right support. Not the kind that burns you out, not the kind that inflames, but the kind that works with you. Imagine waking up and actually feeling rested. Imagine sleeping through the night without counting trips to the loo. Imagine going through the day without checking where the nearest toilet is. Imagine having your spark again, knowing it isn't harming your prostate, but protecting it. That's what I found. It wasn't some miracle. It wasn't overnight, but it was simple. And it gave me something I'd lost for years. Control. Control over my nights. Control over my days. Control over my confidence. You don't have to keep living half asleep. You don't have to accept fatigue as the new normal. You don't have to live with the fear that chasing energy means sacrificing your prostate. There's another path. At first, I doubted it too. I'd been burned before, tried things that promised to fix, but left me stuck. But this wasn't the same. It didn't mess with my hormones. It didn't make the nights worse. It gave me calm. Then, it gave me energy. The kind of energy that makes you want to live again, not just survive. That makes you look forward to mornings. That makes you feel like yourself again. Strong, steady, alive. I can't explain how much that shift meant. To go from fear to freedom. From exhaustion to drive. From nights broken by loo trips to nights of real sleep. That changes more than your body. It changes your mind. It changes your life. So, if you're where I was, stuck between exhaustion and fear, know this: there's a way through. You don't have to pick between energy and prostate health. You don't have to give up one for the other. You can have both. That's what I found. That's what gave me my life back. And maybe it can do the same for you. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm just telling you the truth of what worked for me. And if you're curious, If you want to see what actually helped me climb out of that cycle, it's in the link. It was what really worked for me. Have a look.